Hi, my name is Hannah, and I am a sophomore here at Iowa State University studying agricultural systems technology and biosystems management. My first name, Hannah, is actually Hebrew, meaning grace or favor, and my parents decided upon this name as a compromise because each of them had grandmothers in their lives that were very significant and important to them in their childhood. One of my great-grandmother's names was Susanna Sarah, and the other was Sarah Marcella. Now, even though one might think that my parents would have chosen to call me Sarah, they instead wanted something that sounded very similar, and instead then chose Hannah because not only did it sound similar, but it also has biblical roots, and my parents believed that Hannah is one of the strongest people in the Bible, which was a very influential book in our household during my childhood. My middle name is Ruth, and that also has Hebrew roots, and it means either companion or vision of unity. One of my great grandmother's names was Ruth, and my mother's middle name is Ruth as well. So they decided that Ruth would be my middle name, as she was also one of the stronger biblical characters. My second middle name is Schweigert, which is actually my mother's maiden name, and my mom didn't change her last name until several years after my parents were married. Schweigert is German, and it means something along the lines of brother-in-law. My last name, Powell, is Welsh, and it means son of Howell. I grew up on a small farm north of Strawberry Point, Iowa, which is in the northeastern corner of the state. On our farm, we raised a rare breed of hog known as the mule-fed hog. Now, I might be from a small Iowa town, but I feel personally that I have seen the world through a slightly different lens. Numismatics, which is basically a fancy word for coin collecting. Coins and currency and numismatics overall have been very important to me, both because of my family heritage in coins, as well as my experiences that I have had through my studies. Both my father and my grandfather had coin collections that they shared with me when I was young. But I never really had that hobby until I was about 8 years old and in second grade. A numismatist by the name of Brian Fanton came to our school and started to talk to me about why numismatics was so exciting for him. And after that presentation, I was hooked. Numismatics has taught me so much about both culture and language and math and science. I get to learn about different metals. I get to learn about different countries, different cultures, different ways of living, different costs of living. The summer before I began high school, I actually had the opportunity to attend the American Numismatic Association's summer seminar out in Colorado Springs. So I began attending for several years, and within those several years, coincidentally broke out of my shell, became very excited about education. In 2012, I was bestowed with the honor of Young Numismatist of the Year. It says Young Numismatist of the Year up on the top, and on the bottom right here, it actually has my name engraved along with the year. And here on the obverse, you'll see Florence Shook, that I was honored to be someone who can educate and who can teach others about what's really important to me and what matters to me. So whether I'm carving hobo nickels or grading a Morgan dollar, or even just making new friends, numismatics has surely changed the way that I look at the world and at different cultures. It's allowed me to explore beyond my own culture and explore different places like ancient Rome or the island of Yap, the Ming Dynasty, or a small village in Zambia. I actually have quite a bit of knowledge in the area of American Indians. Um, Starting with from a very young age, my parents would take us to different cultural sites. I was able to see powwows. I was able to go visit places such as effigy mounds. Parents were both very interested in Native American studies. uh, when they were in college to be in this class because I know it will allow me to learn more about um, both Native American culture and Native American history and kind of their viewpoints that we don't generally see as a general public, and sharing our learning experiences together as a class. And I'm looking forward to learning more about each and every one of you.